Hello, Cameron Pierce. This was originally an idea for a workshop in 2015, after the ascent of Age of Sigmar. The idea was to let players face each other with identical armies in 3 iterations of Warhammer rules. This video is more condensed and will focus on basic combat dynamics. We will look at 3 timestamps here: 3rd edition, 6th edition and Age of Sigmar in 2015. In this example, we use 2 typical Warhammer units: Imperial Soldiers and Skaven Clan Raids. Chaos will be problematic because they differ now a lot from their ancestors. Both are fielded with spears, light armor and shields. Let's start with the 3rd edition. The stat line was a bit more complex back then, but most stats are more for heroes and wizards. The basic stats stay the same until the 8th edition. Example, 3rd edition. As the Skaven are faster, with a 10-inch charge, they will attack. In 3rd edition, attacks are made by initiative. The initiative of a model with a spear is +1. Both of spears, so Skaven, have a 4 + 1, 5, and the humans have a 3 + 1, 4. So the Skaven will attack first. Every second model with a spear in the 2nd rank can fight back. So we have 4 attacks for the 1st rank and 2 for the 2nd rank. To hit, you need a 5 if both units have a weapon skill equal. The charging unit gets a +1, so it needs a 4. So we have 3 hits. Weapon strength 3 against toughness 3. You need a 4 to wound. None here. The same for the human. They too need a 5 to hit, but get no bonus. No hits. So this would be a standstill, a draw. If the human had lost 2, they would have lost the combat. Combat result is for each rank after the 1st, +3. For the casualties, +1 for each wound. And +1 for the standard. So the humans would lose by 2. The losing unit is pushed back 2 inch. And the opponent follows up. There's only more a test if a quarter of the original strength of the unit is destroyed. In consequence, units were more durable and combat lasted longer. The front line would dissolve as units were pushed back. A unit engaged in combat to the front and charged into the side or back would have to make a panic test. So it became a tactic to put forward weaker units with elite waiting for the flank charge after pushback. But combat could drag on some time. 6th and 7th edition. The typical problem in this time: who wants to attack? If you have spears and don't attack and stand, you get a second rank fighting. In the first round of attack, spear units don't get their second rank into combat. So I think normally Skaven are faster and would normally attack. So let's assume the Skaven attack. Now we have 2 units in combat. The attacker rolls first, with 5 in the first rank, and 1 champion. That's 6 dice. Three weapon skill versus 3 weapon skill means you need a 4 to hit. Skaven have a strength of 3 and humans have a toughness of 3. So they need a 4 to wound. No wounds here. It's the turn of the humans. They can fight from 2 ranks. So 10 dice. Have 1 champion, 11 dice. Need a 4 to hit. And have a good roll with 6 hits. They too need a 4 to wound. Five remain. And the Skaven have a shield and light armor, so 6, 5 to save. 2 saved, 3 down. Combat resolution. The human have killed 3 Skaven. That's 3 points. They have 3 ranks. A banner. And the Skaven have 2 remaining ranks. And run banner. So the difference is 3 to 7, a 4. The Skaven have to make a moral test on the morale of 5, -4, 1. In 6th edition they rolled 1. In 7th edition we can roll, and a double 1 means that they don't flee. This unit will flee. Skaven flee 2d6 plus 1, and humans follow up with 2d6. The Skaven run 11 inches, and the humans follow 7 inches. Skaven are still running, and humans are following. In the 6th edition, casualties increased as it was easier to hit your opponent. But the real killer was combat resolution. In the 3rd edition, panic would destroy your army, but in the 6th that would be a minor problem. So most armies used small unit tactics to adapt. That way you could spread the risk of losing combats and with it your units. The result was a faster and very mobile gameplay. In the 8th edition, the number of attacks increased, and so the casualties. But combat resolution lost its teeth. Age of Sigmar at its start. In this system, there's no relevance of the movement for charging. So both units have the same chance to charge. We assume that the humans have the first opportunity. They could charge 2d6 and can only charge 2 inches. So no charge for the Imperium. The Skaven have a 9. This is enough to contact. So the rats pile up. 20 rats, Skaven, can attack, so we have to roll 20 dice. The Skaven hits on a 5. First turn we have 3 hits, and 4 the second round. To wound they need a 4, but they are 20, so they wound 1 better, plus 1, and wound on a 3. For 7 hits. State troops have a save of 5 plus, get a bonus of 1 for shields. So 4 is needed, and they have 2 saved. 5 down. In their round, the units of the state troops pushed forwards 3 inches where possible, and have 15 men remaining, so 15 attacks. They hit on a 4 and don't get their bonus because they are down below 20. 15 rolls with 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 comes through. Wounding on a 4th place. None. Shock. The state troops have a bravery of 5. They have lost 5. but there are 10 remaining, above 10, so they get a +1, so value is 6. 5 plus 3, 8. 6 to 8, they lose 2 men. And in the next one, Comet will go. Age of Sigmar. Never played it. Casualties continue to rise, but the chance for a breakthrough rather decreases. The loss of formations made maneuvering obsolete. Mass counts. This slows the game down again. Combat becomes grinding as in the 3rd edition, but without its maneuver tactics. In all these years, Games Workshop quietly increased the casualties in this game and decreased the cost of models, not the cost of miniatures. You can calculate the expected number of casualties for every system and then compete. Sometimes a number can say a lot about evolution of a gaming system. Till then.